Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit-led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure, where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides to past lives to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affects the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves, and sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also, we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, it's all about the cards and dice, baby. Kat rolled dice and used cards from the game Awkward Family Photos, while Kate pulled healings from her own oracle deck, Kate and Kat's General Healings Oracle deck, as told by Kate, and the SpongeBob edition of What Do You Mean? Fun and healing was had by all. As always, feel free to follow along and apply whatever healing that comes up that you need. Without further ado, if you laugh bad beaches, and that's your fucking problem, on with the podcast.
Hello.
Testing.
You sound great. How do I sound?
Good. Yes.
I said you sounded great. I'm just kidding.
I said good, and I was like, I don't know what. Yes, good.
All right, guys, guess a number between 2 and 12.
Do you want SpongeBob?
I'll roll some dice. No. 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 No one's guessed it yet. Between 2 and 12.
God.
I don't know if we've ever had this number. I don't know if that gives it away. No. No. Yes. Giggles Batty every fucking
Giggles
time. 11.
All right.
Giggles was the first on my screen.
All right, Gigs. What does... I haven't talked to you in so long, Giggles. I'm just like so excited. I'm like, oh my god. Hey, anyway. All right, Kate and Kat's General Healings Oracle deck. What does Giggles need right now? Like, what healing do they need right now? Something about red rum. There's so many that flew out. Are you okay?
Gigs is like, I'll take all of them.
All of them, yes. Thanks, B. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do then?
No.
What I'm gonna do is something easier. That way it's... Okay. All right, fine. Shit. All right. Spirit, if it's in my eyes good, please clear all caches between me and person, place, or thing. I feel like it's your house. Is that weird to say? Yes. Is that weird to say? Like,
no. She's still in the same living situation.
Okay. Some people say catch. Some other people say? Cash.
Cache. I started saying cash, I think. But I said catch for the longest because of what it does.
Catches all. Okay, yes. Okay. You did some healings to your home. Okay. So there was actually...
Listen, so my mom used to do like glamour shot kind of stuff and like dance pictures, professional photographer. And I was like, okay, cool, dance picture. I didn't notice it was leaning on a fucking trash can.
You know, me either.
As a prop.
Until just now.
The fuck?
Okay. So you actually got 4, which this kind of makes sense. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please release, remove, and undo all internal and external puppet strings from me at this time. With the trash can, I feel like that makes sense. Okay. Have you gotten this one before? Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please infuse my water with vodka or any other spirits. I feel like yes.
With our trash, Harley says. Look, listen, I don't know why you're judging. It's a thing. It's a garbage can, not a garbage can.
My God. Thanks, you know what? It's trash day on Thursday, so like, far be it from me to post my trash. Last one. Yeah, wrap them in love, light, and forgiveness. And oh, you said you were doing house healings. Yes. See? Okay, that makes sense. Wrap them in love, light, and forgiveness and divine justice. Cleanse and purify them. Return them to their rightful owners this time. Yes.
Hey, Gigs, are you battling with gender stuff again? It feels like, okay, so like on Fridays Guided Adventures this month, one of them is like getting rid of toxic masculinity, and another week is getting rid of the programming and getting rid of toxic femininity program, to the point where no matter which, whether you're cis, any this is for anybody, whether you're cis, trans, non-bi, there's this weird thing about not, like, if you feel like or conceptualize or are a certain gender, it feels like you can't be that. Like, there's a lot of dysphoria and dysmorphia without fitting into the like actual societal gender roles. Like, if someone is a trans dude, mask trans, they feel like they have to look like a dude. Like, they can't just look like themselves and be themselves. There's a lot of that. Or like, you know, macho guys, cis-born guys, they have a lot of like like, I got, you know, trash day, I got to take the trash out, I got to, you know, work, I'm the man of the house. And then there's the feminine side of that as well. That's what this looks like to me. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're trying to hyper it to fit in, right? But everybody does. That's the thing. No matter which part of the spectrum, it seems like everybody does. Whether cis, whether trans, whether non-binary, whether, you know, all the spaces in between, everybody wants to fit into whatever they're claiming for themselves. It's really confusing and difficult for everyone.
For everything, too, Giggle said.
Because that was very this, like he, like, ouch, my balls hurt there, and then dressing like a female but still have to take the trash out. Just very, can you put your masculine and feminine, your testosterone and your estrogen back to balanced divine working order, please?
So I pulled a meme for you, and it's like, got you. Like, it's like, I got you. Fucking hiding. Just hilarious.
I'm telling you, I had that song that, guess that's why my feet hurt. When we first got on here.
It was pretty nice. Airy again. Airy.
Is there answers there? I think you're constantly healing, which is good. I mean, like, not in a way that you feel, it feels good. It doesn't feel like you're healing for a destination. It just feels like constantly addressing the things and healing the things. She said, right, I think I was getting fricked up because of forcing myself into something. Again, I'm letting you know, so many people do. So many people do. Whether it's, you know, whatever the fuck. Like,
that's not very girly of me, or that's not very masculine of me. Yeah. I don't want to wear a hat. Oh, I used to get told not to wear a hat in A&P school because it would make me look like a lesbian. And, I was told not to wear men's pants and cut my hair short, and I was like, that's what I like. That's really odd. I did not ask either. That's really weird, though. Thanks for that. I don't know if I mean, I don't think you care, but like in Kate's head, her whole life, she's been masculine, but she doesn't care about the labels of that and doesn't put anything into that. It's just been very like, that be what Kate does. Yeah, it's just very like, that's a Kat thing, that's a Kate thing. It doesn't have anything to do with the other stuff, because the other stuff just gets sticky. My kids battle with it. My partner battles with it. People I know battle with it. I thought you were going to read it because I cut you off. I was replying. Joy said I used to throw myself on the ground to break the tights of my dress so I could wear pants. And I said, that sounds great. Giggles said, I understand now. I can just be me without trying to label it.
Right. Understanding it and living it are two separate things, and it just goes with the healing process of being able to be okay in your own skin, no matter what that skin is. And everybody as humans battles with this. And even if there's someone who doesn't care about the same stuff as society, sometimes they battle with the fact that they don't give a fuck, and everybody else does. Okay. All right, Gigs.
All right. Baddie.
Okay, guys. 2 through 12. Pick a number 2 through 12.
Man,
Loves ya.
my neck itch.
No, that's not the answer. No, that number is wrong as well. You guys went too fast. All of those look wrong. No.
Yeah.
Yes, someone got it. Someone got it. Hold on. Stop. Everybody stop.
She said, hold on. Hold on, guys.
Fuck. Who was the first one? Wit was, and I told them no, because it went too fast.
It's Wit?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Kate and Kat's General Healing Oracle deck. What does Wit need to do? What healing does Wit need? My bad. Jesus.
Hey, how come you guys don't use the ones of you that have the Oracle deck? Like, can you do tarot readings and stuff on live and stuff, or in videos? You can use the Oracle deck and give like stuff. I don't know if you know that.
Wait, do you have this deck? Because I feel like this is and then Kat saying why don't you guys use it? I feel like that's what this is saying. Like
if you do, yeah. Like if you do a reading for someone or whatever, feel free to pull a card and use a fucking healing if you want to, guys. She said she doesn't have it.
I really feel like you need it because the next card that came out was the explanation.
There's no pressure to purchase it.
No,
at all.
She said I was gonna get it. That's
don't feel bad about it at all.
Okay, how about one healing? It's giving me faces. Okay. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please infuse my water with that. Wit. This is all the signs of like. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. How about this? Which one does Wit need the most in her current right now?
So I pulled this card, and it reminds me of the siblings on Back to the Future that like disappear from the photo. That's what it reminds me of. I just had a chair.
The Spirit of my good, please allow the most healed version of me to come assess what I need, take my pain, and mend my body. There's two of them.
Everybody can use these healings, by the way.
And the next one.
Are you not going back to heal stuff in the past because you're worried about it affecting?
And this says, Spirit of it's in my highest good, please release all soul contracts that I have with situation that are no longer in my highest good and that I've gained clarity on. Yes. Right, give me a meme.
They said, I go back to heal them and end up backing out of it. Why?
Does it scare you?
And the deck can be purchased on Kate's and mine. It's Kate's deck, but we both have a spot for it. It's Kate and Kat's General Healings Oracle deck, as told by Kate.
This is the meme egg. It's like a past life just peeping. I'm just right here.
She said, I get frustrated when I go back and I feel like I'm not understanding what I'm getting. Are you overthinking it? So I know we use like a lot of verbiage and stuff, and like we try to make it as like simple as possible, but maybe the concept of it gets lost in the sauce. I almost made a video about that today, but I didn't. Okay, let's do it in a simple way. Can you think about like this morning, what you did this morning? There you go. So when you think about what you did this morning, even as you're trying to grab it, you can step back into that version of you. And let's say you forgot to turn off the coffee pot. You can just go back and give yourself a light bulb moment to turn the coffee pot off. And what that does is it gives that version of you like, oh shit, the coffee pot's on, and it turns it off. Like, you know, those weird little dings that you get where you're like, fuck, did I leave the fucking light on? That's future you being like, hey, go turn the light off. So that's how past life healing and inner child healing works. It's like, yeah, and that's all it is. So when you're doing past life work, you can just, like, when you step into it, it's a version of you that existed and exists. And you can kind of like see what happened to them to gain clarity and then slightly change it. Instead of turning left, turn right. But, you know, do it in a way that doesn't. The reason we have the way set up that we have it with the words and stuff is so, like, if it's not supposed to happen, it won't happen. If it's not good for us, it can't alter anything in a weird way. You know what I mean? Thank you. Okay, Kate, what are you getting on that?
That it's literally just a perspective change, though, and a follow through. Like, if this makes any sense, it's like a clean off of, you're a seer, right, Whit? Like to trust what you're seeing. So it's like man, that's really weird. I'm getting a barrette doing a handstand. Well, it's like, shit, that was my spirit guide, and I used to talk to my barrettes in that life. Just something so simple. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be symbols and stuff like that. Like, oh, what does this symbolize? I mean, I've never had a past life where a barrette symbolized something or whatever. Yeah. It's very cut and dry. And I think maybe, if this makes any sense, like, it's too convoluted. Instead, it should be simple and blunt.
When we have people create healings, when we walk them through, we will literally say, okay, like, the floor seems sticky here. How would you, in your now moment, clean a floor? What are the steps you would do? Do it to this. It is very human. All of it is very human.
And notice that when we find whatever, we don't sit there and meditate on it. We ask questions or ask
Google or yeah. It's kind of like if you were trying to figure out what the weather was like tomorrow at a location or whatever, you would just Google what's the weather like tomorrow at a location. But if you wanted to look at it energetically, you would go, hey team, what's the weather look like tomorrow? And they'll show you. And then you can heal that if you wanted to, because anything you see, you can heal.
And seeing the weather and what it is tomorrow is not a symbol for things to come. It's literally, this is what you asked for.
So do you guys remember, like, a few of you remember back when that person freaked out about seeing, like, mine and Kate's oversoul in the 24th dimension, but they didn't know that's what it was? They asked their team, can you show me what's happening with the weather on Earth? And they just went whoop, up to the 24th dimension, and they're a seer. They didn't know us, they didn't know what was going on, and they just saw me and Kate literally working because there was a tsunami that was supposed to come to the United States. They didn't know who the fuck we were, so they were freaking out. And because of their trauma and not knowing what this was, they literally were like, I saw the gods fighting. And it's like, we were just making sure a tsunami didn't come.
But thanks.
And so, like, you know, we just, like, everybody was like, Kat, are you online? Because Kate was asleep, I think. And I went over to her live and I just walked her from disconnecting from the 24th dimension, because I was just like, that's all it was. That's all it was. Can inner child healing be done in dreams? It can. It can also be done right now, like, while you're awake. Also, sometimes Kate and I work on stuff, like, because of Ben's kids being here, I hadn't been doing my role for healing. I hadn't been feeling very cat-like. So last night I worked on getting my sparkle back. And I, like, before I went to bed, I was like, hey, I'd like to get my sparkle back. Whatever that means. What did you set the intention for last night, Kate?
Or specifically, like, conceptualizing what is going on at work, if that makes sense, because I haven't been feeling very the same about it. Excited, I guess, and I'm fucking excited about everything airplanes. So that was worrying me. So I did, and then I started singing again.
We usually heal the stuff awake. And then we'll just use the sleep time for stuff that it's like, okay, the backstory of whatever that is, we'd like to push it forward so we can see it while we're awake.
I think very rarely too, if I'm just not, if there's just too much shit on it, like I can't zoom out far enough of what it is, then I'll ask for clarity on whatever.
But asking for clarity is the same way you ask your cards. Like you're just asking the things that do the things.
It felt like time, Mr. Riley Ducky said, it felt like time travel to heal the past and hiding myself from past me. So you were healing past you.
What does that feel? Does that make sense? Like, I know you hear us talk all the time, and I don't want you to just kind of be like, yeah, I guess so.
Jesus.
Hey, do you rely on other people telling you your truth a lot? It does. I definitely overthink it, and it hinders me. Not necessarily. Hold on. Do you have somebody? Yes, you do. It's like they're covering your face, holding you down and being like, no, this is the truth. Look here at these. This is what's going on. This is what your team is saying. This right here. Can you maybe like get them the fuck off you? And don't let them top you. Don't let them be in control.
Interesting. It's almost like a wrestling match. Can you give yourself the gold medal or whatever? You give yourself the belt, whatever the fuck.
And ring the bell. Ding, 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 you win. Match over.
Oh my god, imagine that. You won your own ring. My god.
And can you secret secure that down, please? Thank you.
It feels very much like, and then you need to be like, and don't try me again. Like, very like, don't ever, you will never call me a piece of shit again, ever.
So sometimes Kate and I might not get the same thing. It's very rare, but because we usually tune into very similar stuff, but we also want to make sure that we're seeing all the things. And either I'll say something and she'll be like, I'm not seeing the exact same thing, or she'll say something and I'll go, I'm not quite feeling that. But you should be able to say that and figure out if it's being said, like what you're seeing and feeling is actually the same, but it's being said weird, or if someone's trying to, be in control of your shit.
Like,
you should be able to question the stuff and look at it yourself every time.
Like, are they building on what you're saying, or are they shoving you away? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Sweet.
Oh my god, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. So many roses.
Okay, go do either Kate's close-up / sign-offs or my closings, okay?
Can you merge with that version of you, too?
Guess that's why my feet hurt. 2 through 12. Guess a number. 2 through 12. Guess a number. You got it, Laura, right away. 6.
Jesus.
She won the roll for healing today.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
Kate and Kat's General Healings Oracle deck. What does Laura need to heal? What healing does Laura need right now?
Laura, are you Australian? I'm only asking because your at is Lars, and it reminds me of Australian.
Okay, you ready, Lars? Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please infuse my work and my healings with divine justice to anyone who uses them without my consent for profit, rendering them inoperable. Well, that's interesting. Do you want me to say them all at once, or do you want me to kind of span it out?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. The next one, there's 3. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please release all soul contracts that I have with objects that are no longer in my highest good and that I have gained clarity on. Last one. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please release all soul contracts that I have gained clarity on in general that are no longer in my highest good. Oh, okay.
Hey, Laura. The reading today with the TikTok tarot was about like past relationships. I believe so. I think it was. Either that or it was for my tarot of the day. Anyway, there's this pet in question.
Jesus. So what you're saying is you have a pet wombat. Wonder where you got that.
Who has custody of the pet? Relationships and finance. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like because it was like fool's rush in, like you went in so fast to whatever that relationship was, and I wasn't sure if it was romantic or friendship or whatever, but you went in so hastily that you were like very timid, right? And that it was like you were being timid with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your finances and stuff like that because of it. Do you share a pet, or did you have a pet with somebody? Capybara.
Jesus.
My ex had one, but it was only his. What's the picture, Kate? I can't see it.
It's Mr. Krabs, like all discombobulated, like very like, ah.
Well, what needs to be healed about this?
Is it like an elephant in the room type thing? Like there was just something you couldn't ignore about your ex? Yeah, that he was misogynist. Gross.
It's really weird. The kids aren't important to me in this. It's just the animal. And there's another one being held over here, another animal. And I don't care about that one either, just this one.
Still feel like this is an elephant in the room.
He was very possessive, and it made me scared of being in a new relationship. Okay, so that's where that timid stuff comes in. Did you follow the healing prompts that Kate pulled about the soul contracts with that situation and stuff? There's like stabby things in the back.
Yeah, I feel like you need to pull back everything that's rightfully yours, like cleanse and purify, rapid love, life, freedom, divine justice, all that. But I feel like you still give him energy.
That animal's mistreated now because you were the one that took care of it. I just thought I'd share. Okay, bye. I'm going to open safe entrance and exit portals for that, if their soul consents and team allows, and safe passageway to a safe house.
Do you follow them on social media still? Any kind of social media, like Snapchat or Xbox? Because it's very that.
No, I have them blocked on everything because they kept reaching out. Oh, they follow you then. On a secret account.
Well, yeah.
And that's the energy that's making you feel like you can't, that's the like, energy. Can you, neutralize any not neutral, how do you make it to where,
they can't reach you?
Yeah.
Like, cut your energy off from them reaching it through the screen.
Yeah. Or into your life. So infuse everything you do with your energy imprint, and then disconnect any ways for anybody to connect to you that are not in your highest good or conducive to what you want. There we go. There we go. Wow, there's a lot of anxiety leaving. Makes sense. Removing spyware from social media. Yeah, basically. Joy said WhatsApp too. I mean, everybody except Americans have WhatsApp, so. Kate and I do not have WhatsApp. We don't even have it on our phones.
I tried to get it for my Sicilian family, and I deleted it. Because I was like, this is shit. Bye.
We're so weird as Americans with that.
I was just kind of like, y'all have Facebook, though. Like, Facebook Messenger me. I don't know.
Joy's like, it's so cool. No, we hate it. We don't like the way it looks. We don't like the way it feels. We all text message in America. Everybody does. Everybody text messages.
His wife's account?
I don't have that, but it could be on his wife's account, so I'll block her too. No, it's a separate account. It's like a fake account.
She seems very disinterested in you and your life.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She doesn't look into it, I should say. He cares because you were a possession.
And it's weird. You're happy now, and that's fucking weird because he's not in your life, so how could you possibly be happy? Which is really fucking weird.
Okay, I have a question. Did he see the TikTok tarot today? The roll for healing.
Did he like
She
stop
wasn't
watching
tagged.
mid? It was like he stopped watching mid. I don't think he understood the tarot.
How is he like following her so deep that he saw it though?
Look at that. There he is. Rev up those fish fryers. That's what he's saying in that episode. Rev up those, and then he gets kicked out of the restaurant. Go ahead and kick him out of your restaurant. Do the no you healing to him too.
Okay, there's a little bit of a like empty void feeling that gone. Can you fill it with self-love and self-worth? You can copy and paste it for your son if you want to. And you can do soul's consent, teams allow if you want to, or just do it because you're the mom, like however you feel right about it. I like to do soul's consent and teams allow just because I don't want anybody to do anything to me. So I don't do anything to anybody else. But like there's lots of moms and dads and stuff that do it for their kids anyway. I'm not one of those. Because he obsessed with the idea he is his father. Right, about that. So maybe that's what this pet is, because the kids were not important in this, but this, like the prized pig.
Does he have other kids?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And it's like a very like, yeah, y'all are great. But anyway.
Because he's not allowed to have this one.
So it's like this is the most important one.
Yeah, a daughter and stepchildren. Yep.
That's fucking creepy, but it makes sense.
I don't want to, okay, I can turn it over now. I don't want to look at him anymore.
Okay.
All right, do either close-ups / sign-offs on Kate's page or closing statements on mine, okay? You're the only ex he's obsessed with? Because you're doing great.
Your life got way better, and he is not sure how. He's not sure how. That should not be possible. That's real weird.
Real fucking weird.
I think it's real weird that you're following her still.
Deliver divine justice to all that too, please.
Yes.
Conducive.
Do you have your own, like, divine justice, like, kick their ass healing? You already did divine justice, but this is kind of like a extra umph. It feels very much like a go get him. All right, go get him.
She said I haven't made one yet.
Okay. When you're ready, go and get it. Na 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 na. That's pretty clear. So okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, babe.
Love you, Lars.
Okay, we probably have time for one more. 2 through 12.
Go, go, go.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. Go, go, da-da-da, da-da-da. No. Yes, someone got it. Hold on. I'm just making sure you're the first one. You are Jennifer. Number 8, Jennifer.
Jennifer for their name.
Sullivan.
Horse Girl. Kate and Kat's General Healing's Oracle deck. What does Horse Girl Jennifer? What healing does she need right now? It's not about horses. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Sorry. Okay. There's 2 of them. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please infuse my social media and my online presence with my energy imprint, but disconnect the energetic cords leading back to me. You do be making lots of videos, and every once in a while I'll have to say it again, by the way.
This is the card, but I don't know what it means yet. It's a snake around his neck.
All right. I got sleeping with the enemy. Okay. What the last one? Spirit, please release, remove, and uproot all trauma seeds that have been implanted in me and all forms and versions of me by person at this time. Go, go, da-da-na, da-da-na, go, go, da-da-na, da-da-na. Wonder what that's about. Jesus. Sorry.
She's part of a community, and they, I mean, like, there's certain practitioners, and they know each other, and they work together, so.
I mean, it's very that. It's like a, what the fuck? What do y'all are supposed to be healers. Like, a snake and a mustache? Who the hell
Well,
says?
this person has proven that they're, like, all about themselves, but she pretty much just feels like she can handle it. She knows what he's about. She's seen him for who he is, and she just kind of, like, looks past it.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So why is it coming up then? Because of the trauma seeds that were planted?
Like they tell you that you can't do such and such because such and such will happen. Like bad things will happen. Oh.
They get in your head. And you know this, but you let them. But you don't let them, but you do.
We just did an event together, she said.
Because they work really well together. They do, like, and she sees him for who he is. And they work really well together. So
you like who they are as a person. It's just kind of like a, yeah, but you know, they need to heal that on their own. Like they need to heal that, which is true.
yes,
Okay.
capital yes. But why is it coming up now? I guess, like you said, you just did an event. So just removing the trauma seed things. I'm not getting to pull another card on my end.
Me either. I was going to too. But it worked. It did it. It's all good.
Whew.
Whew.
All right. Giggity giggity. All right.
So it's very like, I mean, very raw. It's kind of what I get from that too. Is like yeah, you see them for what they are, and
it seems like a reminder of like, yes, you're right. You would never remove the trauma seeds. Okay. Yeah, it just seems like, yes, you're right. But also be careful. Like you can work with someone and see them for who they are, but also like a snake is a snake. They gonna bite you. Even if like 9 times out of 10, y'all cool. I know we're cool. I know we're cool.
And then wishing somebody would change isn't gonna make them change, you know? They have to see what it is that they want to change within themselves.
And right now he thinks he's an expert, so he's not going to. She said, yeah, the event was great, but it was a one and done thing. Yeah, but you've had one and done of those for a couple of months now. Just saying. You've worked with them a couple times now, recently. And the only reason I know so much about him is because last year you had a session to like, hey, Susan. Last year you had a session to like break away completely from him, and then everything was cool. So I'm just, just making sure that you're good.
Oh my God.
I can't see nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm too busy blocking all the haters. Got my hater blockers on.
All right, cool. You do you.
But at least you know the things.
I've worked with people who I knew what they were for the longest fucking time, and then like it takes a while for me to finally just go.
Okay,
because for
done.
me, I'm like, if they're not hurting me and they're actually like, we're working well together and we're creating things together, then even though I know who they are as a person, we should be fine. But eventually, for me, I've always had to get away from them. It might take years, but for me, that's how it's been. But again, it
is what it is.
Yeah. Actually, we actually have room for another.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, I think she's good. Plus, I talk to her tomorrow morning.
Okay, girl.
Yeah, but if there's something else there, get it while it's hot. Is there anything else that you're seeing? It seems pretty cut and dry there. Is there anything to like make sure that there isn't any entanglement or whatever besides what she wants there?
I was seeing ropes. If that makes any sense. Like, they weren't tied to anything. They were just ropes, and it looked like they had just gotten untied.
Like laying on the ground? Because I see them as like right next to the edge of a cliff, but it's just a little rope that's like, don't get too close.
Maybe neutralize the ropes?
She said yes, he tries to connect in.
What does that mean? Tries to connect in?
Like tune in.
Like without your consent?
I think he uses it as a whoopsie. But he's supposed to be like a guru, so. He's one of those that says, your guides are telling me. He's one of those.
I see. It feels very much like a don't step near my ropes. Oops. Like Kat was saying, a whoopsie, but it's like, here, I'm going to lay out these ropes. Don't step on them.
They're here for your protection. I don't know. I mean, it still feels very much like you already know all this. This does not feel like new information. Yes, Spirit says. Uh-huh. Yeah. Laura says burn the ropes.
Okay.
I don't know if she'd be too comfortable doing that.
I don't know. It's kind of like if they were growing as a person.
They can have very successful events together. They really can. It is good for her. He has the marketing. He knows the people. He also has stuff that like genetically gets through doors sometimes too, which sounds gross, but it's not. It's just for that area.
Okay.
And if she can see him for who he is and knows what he's about, and he isn't like, it's not puppet strings, guys. He's not like controlling her. I just want to be clear. She knows exactly who she's messing with. It's not a shocker. But like, I don't know. It like he opens doors for her. Not like a gentleman, but business wise. I mean, it makes sense to me.
I don't know. To me, it's kind of like if they're not breaking you down and like as a person, you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's not, so the trauma seed thing, she said this time it was all my people and I led the event and he was timid. Oh yeah. But that's where the trauma seeds are. Did he make you kind of like energetically second guess yourself? Because that's a fucking power move. Caitlin, that's a nice little idea. Take the ropes and put them in a box for later. I think as long as she knows that the ropes are there. He tried to. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, you should be around people, and you already know that like are like, oh my god, your success. Fuck yeah. He's not one of those. That's all. There's not really anything else to heal about it. Seems like you know all the things. And my team made him fall down 3 times.
Oh God.
Okay. All right. If we do one more, it's got to be like super quick.
Okay.
Okay. One more, guys. 2 through 12. Guess. Yes. Thank you. Love you. You guys are not guessing it. I don't know why.
This is so weird, guys.
Wait. Denise did. 9.
All right. Kate and Kat's General Healing's Oracle deck. What healing does Denise need? Which is this? Oh my God.
Jennifer said she just waved at the screen. Cool.
Okay, Whirly. Hold on, one fucking bell.
Denise is the one that has the tie-dye stuff that is in either Alaska or Canada. I can't remember.
Ready? Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please transmute my banked energy into calm, clarity, vitamins, nutrients, peace, standing, and / or the like, and back into me at this time.
Can you read that slower?
Okay.
We can't see that it's backwards, honey.
Okay. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please transmute my banked energy into calm, clarity, vitamins, nutrients, peace, standing, and / or the like, and back into me at this time.
Did you just get one, or did you get multiple?
It's the one like flung out and fell to the ground.
And yes, she's in Alaska. Kate lives in Alaska. She worked in Alaska.
I can attest to its coolness.
So, Denise, my phone is doing something. Hold on. I gotta verify that I am alive.
Yes, of course.
Okay. For me, Denise, there's something about like someone not being there to celebrate the events. The hammer is necessary to see, but I don't know why yet. But it's very much like your focus is on him, this guy. And he's not there to celebrate the things. What? I can't see it.
I'm trying to.
What does that mean?
It's Mrs. Puff sweating and freaking out like please don't see me. Don't see me.
She might not want us to read too much in. Because if she thinks it's just a fun little healing thing, but we get like in.
Okay.
Or it could be this.
That guy. So what? A guy I don't want to say siphoning, but I don't.
I thought he was dead. I thought he was on the other side.
The hammer almost feels like a threat to happiness.
To
To
take
take happiness
away.
away.
Denise, are you still here? Because we like to work with the person. Yeah, it's called Awkward Family Photos. It's some weird card game. I don't ever play the game. I just got it because we were tired of the regular What Do You Mean cards. Kate got some stuff and I got some stuff.
I don't know if they're necessarily here anymore. Or they're trying to type.
I don't know. Well, we don't have time to go to someone else.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
that's it.
That was fun as fuck.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. We like to do dice and cards sometimes so we can like connect with people in the comments that can't join the screen. And every once in a while we bring people up on the screen, and sometimes we just have one person for the whole thing. You know, it just depends. And then we do this every Tuesday, and the week prior comes out tomorrow on podcast, on streaming on all platforms. So
I love y'all. And don't be disconnected, everyone.
Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
To book a dual session with Kate and Kat, visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with KaptinKate at www.KaptinKate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Cat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.